Hello again, Michael Fish back with another one of your weekly updates, looking at the forecast for the weekend into next week, courtesy of netweather.tv. Well, I think we're beginning to see spring. Spring has sprung, as they say. Spring has sprung, the flowers is riz, and all that. I wonder where the birdies is. Don't also forget that we have a proverb about ne'er cast a clout till May is out. Clout, of course, being warm clothing. May, maybe the May blossom, maybe the month of May, but either way, we have to take care because, of course, although we are looking hopefully for some spring-like weather at long last, it has been known to snow even in June, let alone in April or May. However, as I say, things are beginning to look up at the moment. Let's have a look at the temperature of the atmosphere. We're starting off on the coolish side with green air. It's still unusually cold over parts of Labrador, Greenland, the north of Scandinavia. But we have some warm, that's the orange colour air, approaching from the southwest. And as the cold air digs down into the North Atlantic, so the somewhat warmer air will push northwards across much of the United Kingdom, certainly across England and Wales. Somewhat cooler air will then come back into northern parts for a time early next week and persist over Scotland. But eventually I think the warmer air will surge northwards yet again in the middle and latter part of the week. Looking at the jet stream, it starts off in an all too familiar position, still over Spain, but it's not going to last, fortunately, because a new jet is pushing out from America across the Atlantic, and that one's going to head further north and into the United Kingdom, followed by another similar pulse in the middle of the week. So that gives us, for the surface level pressure, we have a low pressure with us at the moment over the west of the country. It's going to drift slowly east and fill, and then a new, much deeper low will deepen, and that's going to be pushing in further fronts and strong winds across the United Kingdom, gales in places too. But at least the winds are going to come in from the southwest, so that means a much milder direction. So it will be milder despite being wet and windy at the same time. Now that low heads to the north of Scotland, keeping the southwesterly winds going for a few days. Then there'll be a brief quieter interlude before another area of low pressure, deepening that is, moves again across to the north of Scotland, and then, surprise, surprise, another one at the end of the week. So it's always going to be a case of the pressure lowest in the north and more unsettled weather in the north, highest in the south, more settled weather there, and temperatures with those southwesterly winds, generally speaking, not far off normal, perhaps a bit on the warm side in the southeastern corner. So the weather on a day-to-day basis, Friday, in the early hours we start off with rain and some hill snow in the north and some heavy showers with even some thunder mixed in them across Wales and the southwest of England. In between, the Midlands, East Anglia and the southeast of England a dry but rather cloudy start. Now, as the day dawns, that rain will begin to break out in many places, and the band of thundery showers will continue to move eastwards across southern England and into East Anglia. From then on, it looks like being a generally rather cloudy day with sunny intervals and scattered showers, especially over Wales and much of England, again some heavy and thundery. The southwest, though, probably staying out of trouble. Eastern Scotland looks like having a gloomy, rather cold day with occasional rain, so does the northeast of England, but the western part of Scotland and Northern Ireland should stay mostly dry. Now all the rain and all those showers, some of them heavy, will die out after dark, and there's some broken cloud and fog patches. In the east, or more particularly the southeastern corner, a milder day, 15 degrees, quite possible, but it is still going to feel cold in eastern and northern Scotland and along the coast of northeast England, where there will be the Har. On Saturday, a misty start, and then rain and strong winds, gales in places, will sweep up again from the southwest. It's going to reach much of southern England, Ireland and South Wales probably by about noon, and the rest of the country in the afternoon and evening. And some of the rain could be quite heavy in places too, and it will be a fairly windy day. So with the wind and rain, temperatures depressed a bit, feeling perhaps a little chilly and back to normal, not as high as they were or might have been the day before. But then on Sunday things take a turn for the better again. So we're going to have the rain clearing from eastern England and eastern Scotland during the night. And although these areas will be windy, they will be dry, they will be bright, there will be some sunshine. Temperatures could well in places reach 18 degrees, even 20 degrees. That'll certainly make it the warmest day of the year so far. Let's hope it doesn't turn out to be the warmest day of the year, full stop. Now it does look as if western parts of the country are going to stay fairly cloudy with rain at times and still windy. Those winds still touching gale force across Scotland and Northern Ireland. On Monday, still windy with occasional showers through Northern Ireland and Scotland, especially western Scotland. But England and Wales should have a fine day with sunny spells and quite warm too in the southeastern corner, otherwise temperatures near normal. Tuesday, the rather mixed weather continues with rain spreading again from the west to reach Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and southwest England before dawn and other parts during the course of the day. Sorry about that little noise. That rain, as I said, reaching other parts during the day. It's going to become windy again too. Now eventually the rain will clear from all but southwest England, southern England, later in the day, and it will start to spread back again after dark. So it is going to be rather unsettled around that middle part of the week. But as we head towards the latter part of the week, it remains rather unsettled in the northwestern half of the country. It becomes mostly dry and fairly bright in the southeastern areas, and as time goes on there's every chance that the more settled weather will spread to the rest of the country as well as pressure continues to rise. So I'll be back this time next week to update you on that. Meanwhile, have a lovely weekend and goodbye for now.